Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aiman bin Muhammad Zakapli. My matrix number is A21A2368. I am from program AF21A23, Fundamental of Management. My lecturer name is Dr. Zamino binti Zamzamin. The topic that I will present is Management Principle implemented at Loop Holdings Sdn Bhd. Table of content for this presentation is what is management and 4 management function implemented in life. Next is top manager at Loop Holdings Sdn Bhd and 10 roles that top manager perform in an organization. The last content for this presentation is why innovation is important to CEO Brian Slu's job and explain how technology changed the manager's work today. The first topic is what is management. Management is a set of principles related to planning, organizing, leading and controlling. These principles need to be applied to the management in order to efficiently and effectively harness physical, financial, human and information resources to accomplish organization goals. According to Vamsley and Peterson, management is a set of activities directed at the efficient and effective utilization of resources in pursuit of one or more goals. All persons in a team, whether they are business owner, manager or even a part-time worker, need to follow management function. The workflow will be smoother and easier for anyone to focus on their tasks if everyone following the management function. Next is the 4 management function. There are 4 management functions that every organization need to follow, which is planning, organizing, leading and controlling. Planning is the first management function that any organization must follow in order to achieve a successful outcome. Planning is a forward-thinking process that establishes the direction of an organization. It entails forecasting the future and attempting to influence events. The point of management planning is to set the destination and decide on a game plan to accomplish those goals. There are 3 forms of planning, which are strategic planning, tactical planning and operational planning. The first form of planning is strategic planning. Strategic planning is commonly undertaken by the senior manager of a company, typically culminated in the formulation of an organization goal. Strategic planning identifies possible risks to the organization, evaluate its strengths and weaknesses, and formulate a plan to enable the organization to compete effectively in its environment. Tactical planning used to develop a strategy for achieving a goal that will take a year or less to complete. This planning typically carried out by the middle management of an organization. The last form of planning is operational planning. This method involves in consolidating strategic and key preparation to achieve organization objective and goal. The next management function is organizing. After the planning function is done, the plan will be followed by the organizing. This is the follow-up stage which requires action to be taken after the planning that has been made to distribute the resources and delegate tasks to achieve the company's goal. Management must organize the activity with a vision to achieve the planned goals, to work the plan and fulfill the organization objective. There are 4 basic elements in organizing. The first basic element is division of work. The work is divided according to the specialty as the tasks are distributed to different functional areas of the organization, such as production, marketing, finance and others. The second basic element is grouping of activity. This is also known as departmentation, and the function is that the tasks assembled into various divisions based on the similarity of their highlight. Employees with high skill and knowledge are divided into different departments. The next basic element are distribution of authority. Members are given authority to perform the assigned tasks once the department are created. Authority refers to the employee authority over his work. The last basic element is coordination. Assigning tasks that was given to people to perform at different levels in different departments has to be ensured that the tasks were related to each other and aim at unified goals. The third management function is leading. Leading is focused with supervising individuals such as individual, team and organization rather than supervising task management. Outstanding leader routinely connect with the employee by utilizing interpersonal skills to encourage, inspire and motivate team members to achieve at their best. There are few authority situations such as directing, coaching, supporting and delegating. Manager lead by deciding with little input from the employee in directing leadership situation. This is an excellent leadership style for new workers who require much direction and training during their first stage. During the coaching stage, the manager become more responsive to employee suggestions. They might demonstrate their intention to representatives in order to work together. Delegating is the final stage of leadership in which the leader provides advice to employee and is more concerned with the vision of the enterprise. This leadership style is valuable when individuals are willing to work independently and without supervision. Controlling is the last management function that needs to be followed by an organization. Controlling is a tool that allows a company to measure and contrast its actual progress and the setup arrangement. Controlling function ensuring that an organization resources are employed effectively and efficiently to accomplish organization goals. Given that management entails managing the activity of others, a significant portion of the control job is to ensuring that other people accomplish what they should. The fundamental control process is composed of 3 steps, which are establish of standard, monitoring performance against the standard, and correction of deviation from standard and plan. The next objective is the top manager at Loop Holdings Sdn Bhd. Brian Low is the Chief Executive Officer, CEO of Loop Holdings Sdn Bhd. He was born in Perlis, and Brian Low graduated from Monash University in Melbourne University in Biotechnology. Next is Cheng Lang Lu. She was a Chief Operating Officer, COO at Loop Holdings Sdn Bhd. She graduated from University of Sheffield in degree in Chemical Engineering. She is in charge with the responsibility of supervising business daily administrative and operational operation. Next is Mei Ling To. She was a Chief Financial Officer, CFO at Loop Holdings Sdn Bhd. She graduated from University of Malaya with a bachelor degree in accounting. She was a financial controller who was responsible for all aspects of cash flow management, financial planning, and tax. The last was Brian Yu. Brian Yu was a Director of International Business and Special Project. Brian graduated from University of Malaya in Bachelor of Science. Brian will oversee organization, long-term planning, and for building and service, executing authorized solution and project. 10 roles that top manager perform in organization are figurehead, leadership, liaison, monitor, disseminator, spokesperson, entrepreneur, disturbance handlers, resource allocator, and negotiator. Mintzberg 10 roles are classified as interpersonal, informational, and decisional. In the interpersonal category, manager role entails the dissemination of information and concept. The first interpersonal role is figurehead. Figurehead is the first role that top manager play in an organization, responsible for ceremonial and symbolic tasks such as welcoming official visitor and signing legal document as the head of the organization. One of the examples of the figurehead is when top manager go to social lunch or event with their client. Top manager is there to advance the organization profession picture. Leadership is the next interpersonal role. The organization is led by top manager who possesses a leadership function. Top manager oversees the work of his subordinate and lead them. Hire, train, motivate, and discipline employees are all part of the leadership job. The way the top manager leads his subordinate determines the organization performance. The manager must execute functions such as motivation, communication, team building, and so on. A successful leader demonstrates effective communication skills, since their communication skill will reflect their success or failure as a leader. Liaison is the next interpersonal role. Liaison role entails networking, which is the process of connecting people to resource. Manager liaison function include communicating with other managers outside the organization in order to get favor and information. Manager work in a fast-paced, high-pressure atmosphere and must be prepared to take lead in resolving disagreement and resolving difficulty on their own. The next is information category. The first information category is the monitor role. Top managers seek out information about the organization and the industry on frequent basis. Top management seek and obtain knowledge on internal and external happening in order to have a better grasp of the company and its environment. Top management seek knowledge in order to create new modification in the organization. Top manager monitor both their team productivity and general well-being. Brian Liu and his management team must constantly monitor the employee to ensure that if an error occurs, they can correct it while still achieving the organization goals. Next information role is disseminator. The top manager disseminates information gleaned from variety of sources and via a variety of channels. Certain confidential information is passed straight from the top management to his colleagues and the teammates. Top manager will be responsible for sharing information to his subordinate. The last informational role is spokesperson. Top manager is present and speak for the organization to outsiders. Top manager is required to speak on behalf of the organization and transmit information on organization plan, policies, and action. Managers are responsible for acting as the organization's spokesperson at meeting and event. The last category that top manager perform in organization is decisional role. The first decisional role is entrepreneur role. A top manager who is also an entrepreneur is a creator and inventor. The function of the entrepreneur include making decisions that affect how an organization operates. Manager may require to start change and actively determine what needs to be done to stay current with changing circumstances and to improve. Managers seek fresh ideas, launch new projects, and initiate development projects. Next decisional role is disturbance handler. When an organization faces an unanticipated difficulty, the top management will act as a disturbance handler to assist in the resolution of the problem. This problem can be both external and internal, such as when a client cancels a contract or you uncover a conflict among the employee. The scenario pressure are intense and demand the top manager full attention. Resource allocator is the next decisional role. Top management is accountable for resource management and allocation. The top management team is in charge for allocating people, physical and financial resource. Manager establish priority among various projects or program and make budgetary allocation to the different activity of the organization. The last role that top manager perform in organization is negotiator. Top management may take part in a direct negotiation. Top manager often do market research and analyze in order to establish strategic and sales pitch, collaborate with the company legal department, schedule meeting with client to negotiate contract condition and by handle issues and complaint. The last objective is why innovation is important to CEOs Brian Liu's jobs and explain how technology changed the manager's work today. Why innovation is important to Brian Liu is because innovation is the introduction of something new. There isn't anything new without innovation, and there will be no innovation without anything new. If an association is not making progress, it simply cannot remain relevant in serious market. Innovation is important because their future success is dependent on innovation. New age of innovation. Technology continues proof to be driving factors in the need for change. A startup often innovate in order to break into an industry. Established organizations need to innovate in order to find off competition and remain relevant in this changing environment. Technology changed the manager's work today. Technology is evolving at fast pace. This means that new, more efficient technology may be available to help you create better product, offer service, sell your firm, or track your performance using analytics. Technology has changed the communication today. The way individuals communicate in the modern workplace has changed as a result of technological advancement. Technology has enabled us to communicate with individuals from any location and at any time. This enhanced collaboration has resulted in high level of communication flexibility. Communication has reached a new level. Managers may now contact and communicate with employees regardless of their location, which has facilitated their teamwork, mutual understanding and connection between managers and employees. Next is modern workplace. Technology has had an amazing impact on the workplace. It altered the way traditional workplace operate. Remote working, teleconferencing, and co-working space have all been enabled by advanced technology, totally reshaping the modern workplace. Visual conferencing, total connectivity, and portability bind them together. It is up to manager to keep up with the organization. Rapid evolution is the most effective manner possible. Okay, thank you.